Over the last couple of months, excuse my voice, I saw with my own eyes, I heard with my own ears in an interactive way through LinkedIn how some women, and it's almost always women, destroy kids' lives in a large scale, in a professional level, not just their own kids. And it hurts me so deeply because they have good intentions. They're shooting themselves in the foot. They're destroying society trying to fix it. It's not like in the war that you throw a bomb to a place and you know that it's going to destroy people's life. Those women think that they help. They help each other and they help the kids. And I joined some LinkedIn events, feminism, empowerment, corporate bullshit. And it's so ugly. There's just women praising each other. There is zero work done. There is zero agenda, zero communication. 95% of the meeting is telling each other how amazing and how strong and awesome and how victim they are. It's true, it's bad, it's ugly. I don't know how we're gonna get out of there. I sure hope we will, because that's not sustainable. That's not building anything, that's destroying the world. And I'm gonna use, of course I'm gonna hide her name, but I'm gonna use this woman as an example. There's so many of them. They're all the same. They're all the same person. It's so sad. So, trauma-informed, this is one of the red flags. When you see trauma-informed approaches, oh my God. So look at the humility. Award-winning author, award-winning training provider of kids destroying their lives, applying neuroscience to kids. She is passionate in individuals speaking up for those who are unable. This is the infantilizing story. They are unable to speak for themselves. No, you tell them that. You teach them. You disable them. You teach them that they are disabled, you piece of fucking delusion. So that woman, who I still believe has the best intentions, is destroying kids in a professional level. Again, just a random example. There's so many of them and they're all the same. So I'm just gonna give an example. She posted this, that, oh, I want to destroy more kids. Department of Education of UK, give me more money. Wrong, like a baby. And this comment encapsulates the pathology that infects every woman around the circle. And they blame men for not speaking up also, because both men and women tend to be delusional to different directions. Guys tend to be delusional about toys, about games. Women are about protection and safety, where it is castration and constipation. First of all, they converted that woman to a fat they them. Good job. Neuro-inclusive activist. Pre-startup. What is a pre-startup? I want to start a startup. Not wanting to inflict the trauma of going to school on our own kids is genuinely one of the reasons myself and many of my friends will not be having children. Right? And she's like, yes, you're right. Don't have kids because our educational system does not protect them enough. And this is also the crux of the problem. Prioritizing children's emotional regulation and mental well-being is crucial for their long-term success and happiness. Now, there could be a healthy way to talk about regulation as opposed to expression. So to regulate your emotions is maybe not to throw a tantrum. But the problem is, and that is the comment in the same post, the way they try to teach kids emotional regulation, first of all, is explicit, which is very stupid. It doesn't happen explicitly. You don't regulate your emotions by noticing them and trying to address them. Most of the times, you just learn how to behave. And that's how you build that skill. The problem is when children know. So you're teaching children what safe feels like. No healthy kid wants to feel fucking safe, you stupid. When you traumatize kids, they still don't want to feel safe. They want to feel safe from the stimulus that traumatized them. But kids are so resilient. You let them fall, they cry, they stand up, they continue. And the next time they fall, they cry less. And the next time they don't cry, you stupid. When children know what safe feels like and are in environments that respect their right to feel same all the time, Jesus fucking Christ, their right to feel safe all the time. Can you imagine a more dystopian imperative, a more dystopian goal? Can you imagine if we succeed to do that, how we are going to destroy the whole generation of whoever grows this way? They thrive. Protective behaviors. Jesus. Exactly, says the author. This isn't rocket science. Yes, it's stupidity. Oh, a guy spoke up. No one is safe from themselves. Well, I beg to the only right thing. I wrote a comment, by the way. She got very triggered. She said, how dare you, I hate you. She didn't say hate. She said, I sure have no intentions to educate you, some shit like that. I'm like, well, I'm trying to be a peacocky asshole and I'm not even trying to help. I'm telling to myself the lie that I'm trying to help. But that's no way to help. I'm not done with those idiots, but commenting on their stupid self-propagating the damage LinkedIn posts is not a way to go, right? So I have to figure out how to deal with that problem, because once again, I do believe that all those people have good intentions and want to help kids. Hell, some of those are even mothers. I'm pretty sure they want the best, the very best for their own kids. They're just delusional and they have no one to call them out for their bullshit. And so their kids will stay forever infants. And they play the same game with the immigrants that they try to take care of. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do something because it hurts me. Maybe I can sneak through art, but I'm done with infiltrating disgustingly toxic, self-masturbating, self-praising, zero contribution except contributing to harm and damage, believing they're trying to help. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do something, okay? Because nobody's gonna admit they've been wrong. So you have to sneakily change the system, and they will believe all along they were right. They will somehow forget that they did all the damage, because otherwise they couldn't carry it in their conscience. Most people, and statistically more women, because they have less rejections and they're used to praise, are horrible at taking responsibility for bad actions. So I'm not counting on that. I'm not counting on all these women seeing the harm they're doing and saying, oh my God, I've been ruining kids' lives. How can you live with that? So what they're gonna do is, if we change the system somehow to healthy, growth-based development, right? They're gonna be, yeah, I was supporting this all along, right? So I don't care about those victims of their own toxic compassion. But we have told this story so many times. I don't know, even Pink Floyd, Mama, do you think they'll drop the bomb? Like, how can we keep missing it? This is not a revelation. The destructive traits of the overprotective female mother, they're well documented in our culture, as well as the violence and oppression of masculine models. So feminine models suffocate from overprotection, infantilize. Masculine models oppress and are focused on kicking your ass. And proximal development is somewhere along that place. And it's different for every person. But women have taken over the educational system. Now they're taking over the HR departments of companies. And they treat the world as babies. And they treat each other in the same way they bullshit each other in the neighborhood. And it doesn't do any good to them, and it doesn't do any good to the world. And if I'm wrong, tell me how. Tell me how. Because it would be a relief. Because if we didn't have those stupid social problems, I could as well focus on science and engineering. But this is too annoying. I don't like it. I don't. It's not war. These people, they want to help. So why they don't?